Hello everybody, this is T Cubed and I'm going to show you how to take your speed cubing journey to the next level. Today we have tips about how to get a smoother transition from cross into F2L. The first tip I have for you guys is to preserve pre-made F2L pairs during your cross. I have a scramble right here where the green edge is already solved. You have the orange edge up here, red here, and blue here. And we have a pre-made blue and orange F2L pair. The easiest way to go about doing this cross would probably be to solve these two first, like this, and then insert the orange one after the fact. But now we have our F2L pair is completely broken up, where if we bring back the original scramble, after connecting the red pair with the red slot like this, before we fix the blue edge, we can simply do an F prime to move this out of the way so that that move by blue doesn't impact the pair. Then we can insert the orange one and proceed with our first F2L pair, which is going to be a simple 3-move insert. The next thing I want to show you guys is a concept called Keyhole. Here we have a really easy cross. Orange, blue, and red are already solved relative to each other, and green can be inserted with a simple 3 moves, 1, 2, 3, and then a D prime to create a 4-move cross, which is already pretty easy. And we can go into our first F2L pair with this corner and this edge, which is not a bad case, but we can do better. When we do that insertion, keep in mind where the corresponding edge to this corner is going to go, the red and green, which is right here. When we insert the green edge to the bottom layer, this is going to end up on the top, just like that. Before we adjust the bottom face to solve that edge, what we can actually do is treat this as an open F2L slot and insert that edge to the back with only 3 moves, and then adjust the bottom face, and you've created your first F2L pair. And what you just made, the cross plus the first F2L pair, would be called an extended cross, or an X cross. And that creates an F2L where you only have 3 pairs to solve, so there's a lot less to keep track of, and it does make the solve quite a bit smoother. Only do this when it's convenient, though. The next point I mentioned in a previous video that I want to reiterate, is tracking your F2L pieces during your cross solution, or at least planning out what pieces you want to track. Here I have a completely random scramble. I have not even looked at this yet. And the way I would probably go about solving this is start by doing a D2 move to move the orange to the back and then inserting the green, fixing the bottom layer again with another D move, then inserting the blue using the R prime that'll insert the red. And if that didn't make any sense, that's perfectly fine, but I decided I'm going to track this F2L pair during that solution. I'm just going to go on with it and watch those 2 pieces very closely. And now I already know where I'm starting for F2L. I already know what the case is going to be. I don't even need to think twice about it because I knew what pieces I was going to do before I even started my cross. And if you can plan out exactly what the case is going to be, even better. But all you really have to do is just keep an eye on them and see where they're going to end up. Now, some of you may have noticed that first pair was a not very efficient case. It took a lot of moves to solve it. However, making up for that pause after the cross is everything, because if you know what you're going to solve during your cross, then as you're going through the solution of that first F2L pair, you're just on autopilot and you can track the pieces to see your next F2L pair, so on and so forth. So the lack of a pause is much more important than the lack of efficiency. Address the look ahead first, then efficiency. The same point goes for your turning speed, or TPS, which is turns per second. Here I have another random scramble, which actually looks really easy. And when I'm going to show you what it looks like if you turn really fast, because you're going to go ahead with the cross solution and then look around for your next F2L pair. Look around. Made a little mistake, which tends to happen when you turn really fast. And you just end up with a solve with a lot of pauses, and those pauses end up making up for that time you save by turning fast and then some. It's going to end up resulting in a much slower solve. So just remember, especially at the beginning, speed and efficiency are important, but they're not everything. The first thing you should nail down are the fundamentals of fluidity and looking ahead. Those are really good habits to build for later on, and once you get those down is when you can start filing down, honing in the edge of efficiency and speed. That's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully you found some information in the video helpful, and hopefully I can help you guys become better and smarter cubers. If you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe, and if you have anything you want to see, feel free to comment any suggestions.